Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see here, and by the title of this video, this is the update for the pocket letter swap. Now, I have to say that I worked on putting these pocket letters together all weekend long. I enjoyed putting them all together, but with 27 entries into the swap, it was quite a big challenge for me to get that fulfilled. But I do have them done, and I will be sending them to, I'll be going to the post office on Saturday. If I can get to the post office on Friday, then I will send them out on Friday. If not, it'll definitely be Saturday. So I have tons in that post office lady. She's gonna hate me, y'all. She's gonna be like 27 packages, and I have like other things that are going out too. So I just wanted to thank everybody, and I wanted to go through briefly real quick everybody's inserts. I have I'm going to be doing something special with my set, but for now, until I have the time to do that, I wanted to just keep them nice and safe in the sleeve protectors, so we did not ruin them until I get to do what I need to do with these. This top one here is from Miss Jennifer Sheridan. I loved her work. And I also left her about me in the back of that so that I always have that. This one is from my sister Jennifer. This one is from Miss Kelly Staniovic. This one is from Brittany, who is the other part, and this one is from Crystal. So these two are crafting around with Crystal and Brittany. This one is from Myra Rodriguez. I knew that, but I just wanted to make sure before I said it. This one is from Donna Dreams ×3. This one is from Shelly. I just love this postcard piece on there. Buckmeyer. This one is from Michelle at Little Crafts Creations. I can't remember all of these. This top one here is from Kashina. This one is from Michelle, a Thrifty Mom there. This one is from... This one, I kept both of the ones she sent me. And this one is from Alex Garcia. And she had sent me two. So, I have both of them there. This one here is from FV Nails. This one is from Live to Learn Dana. This one is from Lorraine. This one is from Michelle Garcia. Right there. This one's from Sherry. This one is from Eclectic Crafter. And she sent me extra ones too, so I have extra ones of hers as well. And Sherry also sent a set of summer themed one and a set of 4th of July themed one. That's why I have two from her. This one is from Miss Lisa Goss. This one is from Crystal Violet. This one is from Seasal. And this one is from Michelle, who is, her YouTube channel name is Ricka Lorena, I think is how it's pronounced. I'm not 100% sure about that. This one is from Nicole Rodriguez. This one is from Elvia, who is K&E Crafty Shop. This one is from Sabrina Hillard. And this one is from my girl Mabel, who is Blessed Hands Arts and Crafts. Now this one, I just want to give everybody a heads up on whoever got this one. I made it about halfway through packaging everybody's who got hers. And as you guys can see, she's got hers. Everybody who forgot to put their name on the back of their cards, I went ahead and added that. But she has black cardstock on the back of hers. And about halfway through, so half of them don't have her name on it. The other half, after I realized it wasn't on there, the other half I left you guys notes. I wrote everybody a note, and inside the notes who are getting hers, The half that I forgot to write on says in the little note that this little B, the B ATC is from Sabrina Hillard, but if for some reason I missed it, please everybody know that if you receive this ATC card, it does come from Sabrina Hillard. So I just wanted to update everybody and let everybody know that the ATC's pocket letters are done and they will be on the way soon. And with that being said, I kind of wanted to get on here and also talk to you a little bit about some life updates that are going to be affecting me on the channel. Not on the channel per se, but in my life, which may affect me later on into YouTube. I'm not sure. Those of you who follow me and watch all my videos know that I have not been feeling well. I started not feeling well about a year ago, and then the last 6 months or so, I really haven't been feeling good. Like, just not myself at all. And at first I thought maybe I was depressed or something, because it takes me, like, it literally takes everything I have to get out of the bed in the morning. And then, like, on the weekends, I mean, my husband is so good to me. He'll let me sleep as long as I want to. And sometimes, I mean, I'm not getting up until like 10:30 or 11 o'clock. So I've been having also this issue with my sleeping, where I think that I'm like pre-menopausal or something. I'll have these horrible night sweats. It'll wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I can't go back to sleep. I'm drenched in sweat. I have to get up and take a shower. Now, y'all, I mean, yes, everybody knows that I work in healthcare and that I'm a nurse and that I should just go and do what needs to be done. But I do not like, it's not that I want to know what's wrong with me, but I do not want to know what's wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because once I know that there's something wrong, then I'm going to have to address that situation. So what I decided to do is I went and had some blood drawn, and after my first kid, I became anemic. And I've been taking my iron, and so I'm thinking maybe that's the reason why I am not feeling well, because I'm just weak and tired, and my periods and stuff are not exactly right, and I'm losing a lot of blood, and so, you know, my anemia doesn't help that. So anyway, I went and had some blood drawn, and my iron levels and my hemoglobin levels are crazy low. And so I am going to be making a change in my lifestyle habits. So Lord help us, because, I mean, I'm in nursing. I know what I need to do, and I just need to quit being stubborn about it and just fix the problem. So, I'm going to be increasing my iron intake, and I'm going to go to bed tonight. For those of you guys who don't know, I do smoke. Yes, I know that's not the most healthiest thing to do, and I work in healthcare, and I know better. And it's not, smoking for me is not something that, it's not something that I feel like I need to do. It's something that I want to do. And so I decided that I'm just going to quit cold turkey. I'm not a heavy smoker. I'm not like a 2 or 3 pack a day smoker. I don't smoke in my home. I don't smoke around my children. I do smoke outside. I don't smoke in the vehicles, you know, when my children are around, because secondhand smoke is more dangerous than firsthand smoke. So, for me, it is the first step to changing my lifestyle habits. As you guys may know, I'm getting ready to turn 38 years old this year, and age has not ever really been a thing for me. My husband is 10 years younger than I am. So, to me, age is just a number. I don't feel like, I mean, I feel like I'm like 70 right now, because I'm so, not healthy in a, since. So I'm going to be, I mean, what I'm saying though is like, up until this last like 6 months or so, I never felt like I was older, like 38 or whatever. I mean, I realize that I'm not 20 anymore, but you know what I'm trying to say. I'm getting older, and it's time for me to accept the fact that I'm getting older and my body just cannot do what it did 20 years ago. Like, my grandma always used to tell me this thing, and it used to be, she used to say, the grass isn't always greener on this other side. It's greener where you wet the grass. So I have just decided that I'm going to, in order for me to feel better, I know what I need to do. I need to quit smoking, number one. I need to quit drinking soda like, it's water. The soda part's just a habit. Like, I have to get me a soda before I go to work, and then I generally don't drink half of the soda. It just sits there. It's just a habit to have it to go to work. So I'm going to quit drinking soda. I'm going to quit drinking energy drinks. Not that I drink a ton of those either, but I'm going to be cutting out the things that I know are not good for me, and hopefully it makes me feel better. Because I don't have, my hormone levels and stuff like that are fine. So, when something like that happens, other than my hemoglobin levels not fine, you know what I mean? Because my iron's so low. But my hormone levels, as far as like me thinking that I was premenopausal or stuff like that, is not the case. So the only thing left that it could be is just my unhealthy living situations. So I'm going to be changing all of that up. I'm going to be drinking water and going. We don't ever eat a lot of processed foods in my home. My kids are very big on vegetables and fruits. So that part for me is not going to be hard. You know what I mean? Because we eat pretty healthy as far as that goes. I do need to get myself out and start walking. I need to quit drinking soda. I'm going to be not smoking another cigarette. I have quit smoking before, 3 times to be exact, because whenever I found out I was pregnant, I quit cold turkey then, and didn't have any problem. It's just a matter of me wrapping my mind around this is what I want to do. So I've made the decision to quit smoking, quit drinking soda. I have a bad habit of not eating all day, which is not good. I know it's not good for you. Your body's metabolism and your thyroid and all that stuff are affected when we don't eat. I'm so extremely busy from the time I get up until about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm starting to wind down. My work day is almost done. I come home, I cook dinner. So I usually go, literally guys, I go all day, every single day. Except for the weekends, because I'm home and I don't have, getting kids ready, getting them to daycare, school, getting them to work, blah, 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 blah. So for me, once I get up in the morning, I am literally nonstop until I come home in the evening. So I just don't find the time to eat. Even if I take my lunch or my breakfast to work with me, I still, once I get to work, I'm balls to the wall. I just jump right in and start going. And that's really bad for your body, guys. So if you don't know, if you're like me and you don't eat all day, you should really make yourself eat something in the morning and then at least something at lunchtime. I know right now this is do what I say, not as I do moment, but I know that this is wrong, and so this is the reason why I'm changing my lifestyle. I'm going to make sure I take, even if it's bite-sized snacks or something like that, I'm going to be taking stuff to work with me specifically to eat so that I don't, and it's not like I'm hungry even. Like, I honestly can go all day without being hungry, but that's the reason why my body has adjusted to that, because I've done that for so many years. So my body's kind of adjusted to that. So I don't start feeling hungry pains until about 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening. And it's because that's the normal time that I eat, which is bad for you. So do not do it, guys. So I'm going to be changing that up. I'm not going to smoke after tonight. I have like 3 cigarettes left. I'm smoking them all before I go to bed tonight. And then I am not going to buy another pack of cigarettes. I'm going to what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, for every day that I don't buy a pack of cigarettes, I'm going to be taking that money and putting it in an envelope. And at the end of 6 months or a year or whatever I decide, I'm going to take that money and I'm going to do something special with it. I haven't decided. Go on an extra vacation, because if you guys think about it and my math is correct, let's see, I don't know about where y'all live, but in Missouri, the taxes aren't as high as most places. So a pack of cigarettes for me costs roughly $5, say. So if I took my $5 plus my other $1 for my soda that I buy every single morning, and I save $6 every day for 1 whole year, that's like over $2,000. If my math is right. So, yeah, that's like an extra vacation. That can be anything. I could buy like so many craft supplies with that. It's ridiculous. So, new couch. I would like to buy a new couch set soon. But anyway, so that's an update on me. So the reason why I mention this is because if you don't see me for a couple days, it's because I'm struggling real bad to do this cold turkey in the middle of the week. And you will probably start to see, especially as school gets closer. I last year did lunchbox videos of Jack's lunch boxes, and towards the middle of the year, 3/4 of the way through, Jack decided he didn't want to take his lunch anymore. He wanted to eat school lunch. But Jack has now decided we're back to taking our lunch. So you will probably start to see me get ready for back to school, some organizational videos, some meal videos, and some lunchbox videos as we get closer to school. And when I do that, I'll probably go ahead and fill you guys in on what I eat during the day. It's a way to help me keep track of what it is that I'm doing. If I say, okay, this is what I'm taking for lunch today, and then I come back and film my son's lunchbox and what he ate, then I can hold myself accountable and be like, look, y'all, I didn't eat nothing. I'm a bad girl, whatever. Because it's just a way to keep track and to make me responsible for my own actions. So, you guys are going to be seeing that. I'm going to be doing several DIYs coming up. For some reason, I have been getting a ton of comments. For those of you who don't watch, you only watch my crafty stuff. Like, I've been getting a ton of comments lately on the videos that I first put up when I first started YouTube. And a lot of that stuff was like my DIYs, my meal planning and things like that. Like, all of a sudden, like, people are going like all the way back to the beginning and watching my videos and my playlist from like the very beginning, and asking me to film some of that. So I thought, or to, make some more videos on some of that. So I thought that, I would bring some of that back. The things that I, find most important and helpful to you all, I will, film and post. What else can I tell you about what's going to be going on? What's going to be going on? There was something else I was going to tell you. Oh, I do have a few people who have asked me a couple questions. And so I just want to go ahead and answer those on this video, since I'm talking about my life and, it's kind of a chatty video. The first question is somebody wanted to know, how many tattoos that I have and what are the meaning behind them. I have 9 tattoos sporadically placed about my body. The first one that I got was a dolphin. One of my mother's favorite animals are dolphins. That's the reason why that's there. I have this star right here on my wrist as a reminder that even in darkness, there is always a small light, which is the reason why there is a hole in the middle of this, which used to be yellow but has then faded because yellow does not stay in my skin very well. And I have redone this tattoo about 6 times since I've gotten it whenever I turned 20. And so, yes, that's a very not awesome spot to get a tattoo, by the way. It fades very quickly. Like I said, I have had this guy retouched about 6 times since I've had it. So that's the reason for the stars. That's the reason why I like stars in general. It doesn't necessarily have to do with patriotism or anything like that. It really is because stars remind me that even in darkness, there is always a small light. And that light can get you through anything that's going on in your life if you just keep your eye on it. So anyway, that's the reason for the stars. I have a frog tattoo, which, if you guys don't know my sister loves frogs. She's absolutely cray-cray about them. So that's the reason why I have that. I have a guitar on my back, a Stratocaster, as a matter of fact, 57 Stratocaster, and the reason for that is because of my father. One of the biggest things I can remember in my childhood is my dad playing the guitar, so that is the reason why that's there. It keeps me centered with my musical side. And then I have, what else do I have? I have all 3 of my boy children's names tattooed on me, Liam, Jack, and Ethan. Liam and Jack are on my forearms. See if I can show you. Liam and Jack. There's Jack right there. And then my oldest child is on the back of my neck, which obviously I'm not going to be able to show you that. What else? I have a Queen of Hearts tattoo on the back of my left arm. My husband has the matching King of Hearts on the back of his arm. And then finally, I have a cluster of stars on the right part of my chest, and it is colored. Well, it's needs to be touched up, but whenever I originally got it, it was pride colored. So it was rainbow colored, and one of my very best friends, Frank, bought that tattoo for me, and it is a reminder to me for equality and how everybody is different, and it's close to my heart, which is something that's close to my heart. I think that we are all equal. I think that we all have the right to be who we want, say what we want, feel what we want, no matter color, religion, sexuality. I mean, I was raised, for those of you who don't know me, I was raised very, very Baptist, and that was something that I always struggled with whenever I was growing up, because, who am I to tell you what you're doing in your life is a sin? That's not my place to tell you, but it is my place to love you unconditionally. Do not care, what you do in your personal life, who you are, who you love, who you pray to. I don't think that was the reasoning behind, God's love is shared with everybody. He loves everybody equally. He has the same love for me, for you, for anybody who is walking, talking, breathing on this planet. And I feel like, the more we learn to love people, the less there'll be hate in the world, and the more we will live in peace. I don't think it all should be about, whenever people die, everybody all the time says, rest in peace. We should be living in peace too. And we should take what other people's differences are and learn from them. Because the people who, to me, the people who get upset about religion and sexual orientation and stuff like that is the people who need to learn to love more. That's just the way I feel about it. The truth of the matter is those people who you chastise and make feel like they are non-deserving of being a normal human being like everybody else are the people who need a little bit more love in their life. That's all I got to say. And probably if they stopped and thought about it, they would end up seeing more of themselves in the people who are different from them than people say like me. I may not always agree with what you're saying or your opinion of things, but I am very aware that we are all different and that we all have an opinion, and I can accept you and your opinion. It doesn't mean I have to agree with it. It just means that, we were all created as individuals and we were all created equal. Just because I have an opinion of something doesn't mean that it's the correct way or the wrong way. It just means that it's different from yours, and that's okay. Like, it's okay to be different. It's okay to think of things differently. We're supposed to do that. That's how we learn from people. So anyway, I don't know why I just went on that rant, but, because of my tattoo. That's why. But anyway, those are my tattoos that I have. Now, let's see here. What was the other question? The other question was, how old are my children? My oldest one is nearly 15, be 15 next month. My middle child is 8, and my youngest one will be 4 next month. Yes, I know there's quite a bit of difference in between there, but it is what it is, right? What was the next question? Hold on, I got it wrote down. The next question is, what are the 3 most important things to me in my life? And that is, there's no question about that. That is, my family. My family comes first, above and beyond anything else. And I believe in God, and so that is second. And also, I believe that, the life that we live is very, very important to me. I'm very aware of, the importance of people, my country. I know y'all think I'm probably this country girl out here in the middle of nowhere. I love my family, my God, and my country. But, point blank, those are, to me, the most important things in life. As long as I have the big guy upstairs looking over me and my family, as long as my family is all healthy and safe and with each other, and as long as I have, a country to back me up, a place to live, a place that I feel safe, I've got people, on the outside, making sure of my freedom and my safety, then what else do you need? I may not have, a bunch of fancy things, and I may not have, all the money in the world, but that stuff to me is not important. I was taught a very long time ago that money is not everything, and that is exactly true. Money is not everything. Your family is all you got. Let's just put it that way. If you can't go home and have your family there, if you can't teach your family the importance of family, the importance of, guess what? It doesn't matter what you do out there. It doesn't matter what you've done out there. You can always come home and your mama is going to love you. I may not be happy with you. I may get disappointed in you, but you can always come. And your mama will always be there. You know what I mean? And your dad and your brothers will always be there for you. That's just the way that it rolls. We take care of each other here. And that's the reason why, when my kids go out, and my oldest and my middle child, out of the 3 of my kids, they argue and fight the most. I think it's because Jack's at the age where he wants to do what Big Brother does. Big Brother's at the age where, he's like, I just want to go in my room and not participate in life. So they clash the most, but you take them out to the playground, or you take them out to an event somewhere, and somebody says something wrong to Jack, Ethan's right there to back his little butt up. If somebody is looking at Ethan funny or says something funny, or even towards Liam, you better believe that those two boys are pouncing on that person. You do not mess with the boys in this family, because they are tight as thieves. They are 100% got each other's backs, and, you know, there's no changing that. And they got mama's back, too. I mean, I've seen my 15-year-old... We were going through, let me tell you this funny story. We were going through White Castle one time, and this guy was just like whipped his head around and was like just staring at me. And at that time, he was only like 11 or 12, and he's just like, "Hey, you perv, quit looking at my mom like that," you know, yelling out the window. And I'm just like, okay. So anybody comes up on me, anybody comes up, I mean, this family right here, we got each other's back. Number one important thing is my family. And they all know it. They all believe it. It's embedded in their souls, guys. I think there was another question, but I forgot what it was, and I didn't write it down. So I will probably do another Q&A. If anybody out there has a question for me, leave it in the description box below, or the comment box below, and I'll do a Q&A very soon. I know that there's people that ask me questions all the time, and it's hard for me to like type it. As far as my in-depth answers go, because I tend to go way into detail. It's just my personality. It's what I do. But I think that about does it for this video. Sorry if I bored you guys to death, but I just thought I'd put it out there because some of it is going to be affecting what you guys see here on my channel. Not that I'm ever going to give up crafting. That's not it at all. It's just like, don't panic when you see something different on my channel. That's all I'm saying. Alright guys, we will see you guys in the next video. And y'all, don't forget to pray for me, because as tomorrow I'm going to wake up smoke-free. Smoke-free. Lord help me. That's all I got to say. Alright guys, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.